Hello everyone, it's Lauren again, and in this video I want to talk about the importance of being kind to people on the autism spectrum. And I've already done multiple videos about being kind to people on the autism spectrum, and I will continue to it because how you treat autistic people is the most important way of helping them to succeed. I don't feel like they can personally control the worst of their autism symptoms, and the best thing that they can control is how they live their life and making healthy choices and just functioning every day. Unfortunately, this is something that I witnessed for myself, and I've read about and I've seen it happen to other autistics. There's so much stigma about the condition, and it's frustrating. The worst symptom that there's stigma around with autism is their meltdowns. So we as neurotypicals often get caught up and forget to stop and consider how we may be reacting to the autistics if they're having a meltdown, because we could be being judgmental or mean to them and not realize it, unfortunately. I feel like being judgmental to autism is wrong. And from being brought up in a Christian environment, I was taught the importance of being kind to other people. And unfortunately, I've seen a lot of Christians be judgmental towards people on the autism spectrum. And the Bible clearly states the importance of being kind to outsiders and the importance of forgiveness. Jesus mentions in Matthew, Mark, and Luke that being judgmental is considered to be a sin. So if you're feeling judgmental to people on the autism spectrum, please consider these two scenarios. Number one, consider how you would treat someone that had a food allergy or diabetes and needed dietary accommodations. Would you say, no, it would be okay if you ate certain foods and it wouldn't make you sick? Or would you tell them that they looked weird for carrying an EpiPen with them at all times or checking their sugar out in public? Probably not. You would probably support that because you know that if they didn't follow those protocols, then they would get seriously sick. So if you don't care, I would strongly encourage you to make accommodations for your autistic loved one the way you would for someone with diabetes or a food allergy. Number two, think of kindness in autism the way you would if you were driving somewhere and you needed to get over in the other lane. You know that if you cut over in the other lane without putting your blinker on and looking in your rear view mirror or in your side view mirror or out your window, then you run the risk of a potential accident. And if you have an accident, it's a big mess to clean up. You've got not only your life, but the life of someone else at stake, and a potential hospital stay, and legal issues, and thousands of dollars in debt. So we need to apply that to dealing with autism. A lot of times we don't watch what we're doing or saying because we think that it's okay to just say something a little bit negative out of our own stresses towards someone on the autism spectrum. Unfortunately, that does not work. And if you feel stressed out with someone on the autism spectrum, just stop and try to think what will be the appropriate way to say something to help with their meltdown. If you say anything negative to them, it's only going to make things worse. And as in the philosophy of the driving, it's a lot easier to prevent a mess than what it is to clean one up, because once you said something negative to someone with autism, you cannot take those words back. The damage has already been done. And I also want you to remember this: the majority of the things that you stress about and get onto your autistic loved one about is not as bad as what it seems. When you're dealing with autistics, always remember true strength means being patient with autistics as best you can. And instead of being judgmental toward them, learn about how to best accommodate for their needs.